Fell for the blue-eyed demon. You fell for the blue-eyed, blonde hair, blue-eyed, blonde hair, blue-eyed, blonde hair demon.
Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP. So lovely.
Lovely. This particular stitch is alright for you, and I thought to share. Like, I really do not, engage myself in stitches like this, but this one is an interesting one because it actually involves interracial marriages and deceptions and all of that. Lovely. This is actually called Dennis Deception. It has taken a turn on the social platform, and I decided to stitch it so that people, especially black women, will actually look out for this kind of red flags. Lovelies, I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. So lovelies, let's dive into these onyekers, and we are going to come back to talk about
$300,000 is how much Bachelor Anum Onyeka is saying that she, her family, her closest friends, and even a colleague were all scammed out of by one man. Man she once believed was her soulmate. His name? Martin Fursgaard Anderson. A charming blonde 6'3" real estate mogul who claimed he had royal ties, a booming tech business, and wealth that would one day be theirs to share. Instead, Onyeka was left with years of trauma and coming to TikTok to tell her story, which she calls the Danish Deception. It's a 26-part story which she says began in June of 2022 when she decided to take a trip with her friend to Croatia. It was at a beach club when she noticed Martin immediately, and that was when he decided to approach her. He was confident, their chemistry was magnetic, and there was an instant spark. They exchanged social media, and she saw him one more time before returning to the US, but it wasn't the last time she heard from him. He messaged her constantly, invited her to come party with him in Ibiza, and then eventually convinced her to join him for a work trip in Monaco. After a month of talking over the phone, she agreed, and he flew her out, paid for the hotel and her flight. In Monaco, he was everything he had promised: charismatic, adored, and effortlessly networking in real estate circles. After that, he whisked her to Saint-Tropez, paid for a $2,000 a night hotel, and offered to buy her whatever she wanted. She said she never wanted him to think that she was only there for his money, so she didn't let him buy her all these extravagant gifts. Instead, she opted for a $200 sunglasses. She fell hard for the first time in her life, telling him over a loud dinner that she was in love with him. 2 nights later, she collapses in a restaurant on the way to the bathroom and is eventually taken to the hospital, to which at that point he tells her he's falling in love with her too. Back home, the romance intensifies. He meets her friends, her family, and he fits right in. He flies to see her often, and then money requests begin. There are so many details to this story, but at some point he convinces her that he's buying properties, his money is tied up, that the IRS has a hold on not only his personal, but his business account. He lent him $6,000, then more and more. All while planning a life together in the US, they get married, he's applying for a visa, and eventually gets a green card. At this point, the cracks are forming. She's visiting his family in Denmark, and things aren't matching what he's telling her. After getting married, she finds out from his friend that he has a severe gambling addiction, one that he's been battling for over a decade. Later finds out that he had borrowed $200,000 from her friend's husband that he hadn't paid back. The relationship is going up and down. He convinces her that that's in the past, and later she finds out that he has been borrowing money from a lot of people in her life. Tens of thousands of dollars from one person to another, $3,000 from her little sister. Every loan came with its own set of lies. Every time she would confront him, there were so many excuses until one day he had no excuse left to give, and so he asked for a divorce. Only when he left did she realize the magnitude of it all, from exes to cheating to gambling to lies to manipulation. She is now sharing her story, and while she did not give his name or his photos, the internet did its thing, and I decided to share it as well because people need to know about this man. There's, of course, so much more that I left out, and I highly recommend watching this 26-part, which I did tag in my caption.
Danish Deception? The only thing deceptive is how the hell y'all taking all these trips. There a trip in every part, a trip or two, in fact. Monaco, Paris, Broken Bow, Cartagena. What? Where y'all get all this money from? Ain't now dollar in his account, but yeah, y'all catching flights. 34 cents in the account, but you in a villa somewhere. Catching flights and fraud charges, flights and tax bills. And you just soaking it up, believing every minute of it. And Crypto and Cryptisha, they better than me, because you'd have been hearing from my lawyer. How you catching all these flights and you owe me bread, 200 bands, and you in a villa, feet up? I ain't gonna lie, once somebody start having too many troubles, I'd be like, okay, you just, I ain't trying to have you rub off on me. Your daddy got cancer, your mama back broke, your back hurting, you done lost all your money, you getting this coming through, the insurance bill. Know you got too much going on right now. You need to figure that out. I don't want your woes to rub off on me. I'ma go on by my business.
That was easily $40K in flights alone. They were on a trip in 90% of that 25-part series. I know that's besides the point, but my God. The series had me in a chokehold. That shit had me locked in. They say our attention spans are compromised. No, that shit was an emotional roller coaster ride. I laughed, I cried, I judged her, I empathized with her. I was angry, I was disgusted, I felt all the things. The one part I laughed is when one of the guys that were scammed was like, well, you're Nigerian, and y'all are known to be scammers, so I didn't know whether you were in on it. And instead of being insulted, she's like, you know, it is crazy that he was able to pull one over on Nigerians. You're right. It shouldn't even cross her mind to be offended. Anyways, well, I've seen pictures of him and he is attractive. At least there's that, for real. Because if it were to come out that he actually wasn't fine, then I'd be pissed at Anika. And honestly, your first love, it really is like a drug. You lose all common sense. I remember my first love and I were ready to risk it all, but to be fair, we were in high school. We didn't have the agency or the bank accounts to make such expensive decisions. Damn, let me get back to my life.
The Danish deception is weird for me, because if a white man dogged me out as a black woman, y'all could never see me hop on the internet, and I got a white man's baby. Y'all would never see me hop on this internet and be like, oh, he was a con artist, da-da-da-da. I'd never tell a 20-part series, baby, hang it up. Hang it up. It's okay. Let me tell you something. If it was me, he's disappearing. It's just facts, okay? It's facts over feelings, because I could never walk myself through the tumultuous waters that is TikTok, okay? To tell a 20-part series of how that man scammed me. No ma'am, no Sam. Honey, if you don't hang up and stop telling us about how you just accepted what you was being told, it's got to be done now. It got to be done now. Close TikTok. But also, look how cute my son is, y'all. Isn't he cute? Anyways, y'all, she got to wrap it up.
I waited for 3.5 years. White man did it in 1 week. I waited for 3.5 years. White man did it in 1 week. I said I waited for 3.5 years. The white man did it in 1 week. We got to get our act together, brothers and sisters.
For it, at least by omission, at the very least. She forgot to tell y'all one very important detail, which is she wanted mixed babies and her mom and dad wanted mixed grandbabies. But you had on blue eyes and blonde hair colored shades, so that's all you could see is the genetics. You were like, ooh, these genetics are gonna eat. Damn. $5,000? Not a problem. The genetics are gonna eat. And your mom and dad were like, oh, are you both grandbabies are coming? Or you both grandbabies are coming in the house? Are you daft? Are you taking a piss, fam? What do you mean? You send that man your passport details. Are you mad? And if you're not Nigerian, Ghanaian, African, like, you may need to sit out in the comments and let the Africans explain to you what I'm talking about. Because what do you mean your mom and dad were offering to pay for the traditional and this and that and that and the third? Typically, the bride's family is not forking up a motherfucking dime for a wedding. And don't insert Temi or Ted or don't talk about rich people. That's different. Like, my daughter's gonna have what they have different. Typically, the groom is showing up with a dowry. You're paying my dad for raising me, my mom for taking care of me, all that stuff. You're paying my cousins for playing with me. You're paying my uncles for... You're paying people just to take me out the home. Like, you're taking their prize out of the home, so you're paying. In no world is anybody from the bride's family paying for a canopy, a plastic chair, a schnapp, a goat, nothing. The bride's family is not forking up a dime. So the fact that her mom and dad were willing to pay for whatever crazy work, okay? Also, we would never be here if this man was black, African, person of color, whatever, because you would have never lent him $1, let alone 5, 10, 15, 20,000, 30, however much you ended up loaning him. A black man would have never been brave enough to go ask your friends, husbands and stuff for money. They most especially wouldn't have given it to him. I'm not even making this up. I don't know this girl from Adam, never met her, and I dare her to come on here and say I'm lying. If this man was black, if this man was African, if this man was from your damn tribe, from your same village, we wouldn't be here because you wouldn't even look at him, let alone send your passport fucking details. What do you mean? You know why you really lost me? When you had the nerve to talk about something, you were going to the village and he was packing a Rolex watch and you were like, do you know where you're going? We're going to the village. They're going to rob you. Oh, whoa. Now you're trying to stop the hustle of your people. I'm kidding. Now they definitely would have robbed his ass. But the reason he was bringing that watch is he knew it wasn't motherfucking real. But honestly though, yeah, just say you wanted mixed babies and we will let it go. But you coming on here, oh, and I have the nerve to talk about something. I took his passport so he couldn't leave, huh? I see you posting about you finally left him and you have peace. No, my love, he left you. How'd he leave you? Also, very brave of you to be taking trips when you owe somebody money. People are like, oh, she's an African. How did it? Because she's not an African. She's an Africant. Every time I saw you tuck your braids behind your ears, I knew what time it was. Crypto and Kryptonisha, you could have never been in the living room talking about, oh my God, we're gonna fix it. If that was a black man, you would have detached. You would have removed yourself from the situation. I don't know how you came to the conclusion of royal title and $400,000 pay. My sister, if somebody has a $400,000 pay job, they don't borrow $3,000 from you. Hello? Amen? The family is rich. The family is rich. Royal titles. Oh, he kept showing me screenshots and emails. You ever heard of Fiverr? You ever heard of Canva? You ever heard of any type of editing app, tool, PixArt? Email, girl, I could create an email right now. Esquire, who, JD from who. Send over an email. Yeah. Tax document, this, that. That's what you saw? How was the apartment that you Googled that wasn't his apartment already not sending you in the deep end? Oh, he's gonna sell the 2 apartments in Copenhagen. They don't exist, my love. The business account doesn't exist. And after all that, he left you? Yeah, okay. All right.
Fell for the blue-eyed demon. You fell for the blue-eyed, blonde-hair, blue-eyed, blonde-hair, blue-eyed, blonde-hair demon. And you are Nigerian? Where were your parents? This man said, I am a millionaire and said, I need $6,000. Why the fuck you need $6,000? See, discernment should have came in the room. Because the first question I would ask is, where the fuck is your money? You got $6,000. You gave that man $50,000. 50 fucking thousand. I don't feel bad. I don't call it deception. I think you just didn't have no discernment or no fucking common sense. You didn't question shit because you fell for those blue eyes and that blonde hair. You should have kept this story. I mean, it's good. Maybe you can write a book, but baby, I don't feel bad for you. You didn't get deceived. You got played, okay? You got played. That man worked you for $50K. No. Hell no. Sorry, y'all. You fell for the blue-eyed demon.
Really said, I just remembered Onyeka really said, this man tried to buy her a stone, a real natural diamond ring. And she said, no, let's get something lab grown. Because I didn't want him to think I'm here for money. I don't want him to think I'm a gold digger. Every step of the way, he let you know he's there for money. How dare you betray yourself like that? Babes, wake up. Splash some reality in your face. What do you mean I don't want him to think I'm here for money? You do realize if he was a royal, there probably would be some jewelry in his family that would have been passed down that he could have just handed you as an engagement ring, right? Now the streets are saying whatever ring he ended up giving you, you bought it.
but I have no proof of that, so I didn't watch far enough into your stories to see if you confirmed that or not. But babes, you had a better chance of claiming royalty than he did. You could have said your father was a chief in the village and you would have been a princess. And that would have been more true than whatever the fuck he was claiming. How dare you go to the jeweler with this man and he's trying to buy you a ring and you intercept your own blessing. Talk about some, I don't want it. You forgive my sore throat. And on the topic on the pronunciation of your name, I'm Ghanaian and I say Onyeka better than you. And you let him call you a Bambi? Bambi? Like the deer Bambi? He couldn't say Onyeka? Martin and Bambi. Please, please, please. I just remembered Onyeka really said, this man tried to buy.
To make a long story short, he lies, she forgives him, they go on a trip. She blames things on his addiction. He has a gambling addiction that he didn't tell her, even though he told his family he told her. She forgives him, they go on a trip. She finds out that he has taken $200,000, what's that on my lip? Got it off. Dollars from her friend's husband for crypto because he's selling watches. She tells him, he lies, she forgives him, and guess what they do? They go on a trip. She now owes all this money. She sets up a payment plan. He goes to GA, Gamblers Anonymous. Things look great. She finds a gambling app on his phone. He admits that he did it. She thanks him. What do? Go on a trip. She asks him to start paying back the money he owes her. He lies about how much money he has. He only has 34 cents, child. Mind you, the only reason why she knows is because she took his bank card, went to the ATM, looked at the amount, went back home, yelled at him about it, didn't leave, but went on the trip. Mind you, she still owes Crypto and Cryptisha money. But then she had to go on a trip. So then he lies to her a couple more times, goes to GA, she forgives him, she yells, she thanks him for being honest, and then they go on a trip. He proposes to her twice, both not her dream proposal, according to him. They go on a trip. They go visit some venues in Portugal. She goes and looks at dresses with her mother. When he's supposed to pay back her mother, he gets backed into a corner. The jig is up. He leaves her. She doesn't want him to leave, so she takes his passport. She realizes he owes a whole bunch of people a whole bunch of money. He, of course, lies because he's a compulsive liar and a gambler, and she ignored all the red flags. She blames everyone but herself, including his family, his friends, everyone. She tries to save her marriage by going up the hill and taking his passport. Doesn't work. She realizes he took money from her sister. She starts to cry in that video. In the midst of her trying to figure out how many people he owes money to, which is a lot, child, she calls a really rich man and he tells her the reason why, because no one told her that he was taking money from them, which was odd. The reason why he didn't tell her that he took money from him, even though that man has a lawsuit on him, is because she's Nigerian and she was kind of okay with that. That was weird. And to make a long story short, what broke the camel's back and made her stop going on all these trips and stop forgiving a liar is when she found out that he borrowed $3,000 from her sister and possibly some money from her parents. Yes, she did defend him because we don't know all the good stuff. She just told us the bad stuff. And yes, there's stuff I'm missing, but all in all, he lied a lot. He gambled a lot. He owes a lot of people money. And they went on a lot of trips.
Seriously, lovelies, I really do not, teach stuff like this. Sometimes, I do, but this one is an interesting one. Then I decided to put it up here. And I like the fact that the pictures, the guy's picture or whatsoever is so shown. And this also should be a lesson. Like, it should be a reminder, even if you want to get yourself involved with, you should be very careful. The internet or the world has painted people who get themselves involved with, will I use the word scamming or using women or whatsoever to that of maybe black people or black women or black men or what have you. Like, I am so shocked that a black woman can actually fall for this. And not only am I shocked, but somebody told you that they have a royalty kind of a thing, in their family, and you just accepted it. I know, and not only you did that, And also, this person who said to be royalty or what have you started asking you for money. Not only does this person ask you for money, this person is also asking your family. I believe that. I think she's actually an immigrant, but also an American citizen, right? And she met this young man whom, blue eyes and whatsoever description that is being said in the story. I wanted to, listen to the said story. It has so many parts, and I was like, oh my god, I need a summary because all my for you is just the naked deception, the naked deception. I want to really know what is going on. So, but in summary, what I think is that they met, they started going on trips. She actually proposed feelings first for the man, right? And after which the man reciprocated. And after that, this guy decided to start, asking her for money. Not only does he do that, he's also involved in gambling. He's been borrowing money from people. A said person who has a business empire to take over. Royalty. I'm so shocked because this lady should actually know what it means when someone comes from a royal background. Like, if you're a royalty, oh my goodness, there's some level of which you operate. But if someone is royalty and all of that, and this person tells you about a business and about how you need to borrow this person money, what are you saying? Even some countries that is known for their royalty, like let me just use the word, some most of these small countries, black countries, oh my god, royalty is wealth, but you fell for it. You didn't even do any form of background checkup because you believe that, since this person is a pan-colored person, oh my god, this person is no. I think the word is actually misunderstanding things. The way at which the narrative, focused more on black people being known for dubious, scamming, and all of that is so alarming. Without even realizing that most of these things started from the West. Like, it started with it. Okay, the other time I made a video about all of these SNAP benefits and people who scam the system from SNAP benefit. So many people were shocked to even realize that majority of pan-colored people are involved with scamming the system. People expected to see, black people, oh my god, they are known for this. But majority of black people weren't there, but majority of pan-colored people were. And now it's the same thing that is happening right about now. So many people, I believe that she didn't actually make this background thing because she feels that, okay, she's a black white guy or with a royal background, so probably this person will not have this kind of. Then this is just giving desperation. Like, this is just giving, oh my god, I can't wait. Like, oh my goodness. I don't really get myself involved with things like this, but this is just a lesson. This is just an eye-opener. It is not always rosy the way you see it. It's not just because they're a pan-colored person. They are so free from crime. Look at the other day. I stitched a video yesterday about some group. Two men who decided to go to Haiti to go enslave them. Do you know what they would do? They will go in a disguise of coming to help people. Before you know it, they will enslave this community. This is how they do. This is how they were able to colonize even Africa. They will go there. They want to help. They want to do that. They want to do this. Before you know it, they're colonizing and stealing all your natural resources. These guys are known for things like this. But it's just that they're pushing a narrative of for the world to actually make it look like, oh, black people are the ones that the scammers and all. No, 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 no. They are the OG. They are the manufacturers of scammers. Like, and the thing is that when she says that nobody's really sympathizing with her, she labeled it, oh, black women are angry with me. Like, they're angry with you because you don't show your, you know what it means to be a black women are very smart though. But if a black woman is angry with what, for the way at which you played in all of these things, they are justified to be angry with you because you actually disappointed them. As a black girl, you should know better, you know? Why would you allow your colonizer to to job you like this? Anyway, lovely, so I just leave your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So lovely, if you not subscribe, do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button. And I will see you, lovely, when I upload the next one.
Anyway, lovely, so now just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that, and also support my other channel, Verse. And I will see you, lovely, when I upload the next one.